Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Sennheiser HDB 630s. Now, these are wireless audiophile headphones. Now, you can pick these up online. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on these, $500. All right, so let's get right into it. First things first, shout out to White Shoes. She got the day off. All right, so let's go through the specs real quick. Now, like I said, these are going to run you $500. Now, you got Bluetooth version 5.2. The codecs is SBC, AAC, aptX Adaptive, and aptX HD. Now, they feature multi-point connection. That means you can pair two devices at the same time. Now, you got 42mm dynamic drivers. That's going to give you that classic Sennheiser sound. You got active noise cancellation and transparency mode. These come with the BTD 700 dongle. Now, we're going to talk more about that in a minute, but you can plug this into your iPhone or your computer and enjoy that high-res audio codecs. Now, you got 4 mics, 2 on each side. That's going to give you crystal clear phone calls. The battery life on these is 60 hours. Now, you also got quick charge. So 10 minutes of charge will give you 7 hours worth of playtime. Now, you got your swipe controls for all your music playback. And you got an app that's available for Android and iOS that lets you customize all of the settings. All right, so all of that for $500. Let's see what it is. And ladies and gentlemen, late but still great, White Shoes is back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
Calm down. Okay, here we go. Sennheiser HDB 630 wireless audiophile headphones. High-res audio, the BTD 700 dongle included. Let's see again, app available for Android and iOS. 60 hours battery, all of the codecs. Now, if you use the dongle, you can get Auracast, okay, and LE audio. Let me grab a little unboxing knife. Today we got the, what is this? This is the MKT America edition. Okay, America. Let's check this one out. Rah. Hey, Shoes, watch out. Shoes trying to get a haircut. Hold up, one more. Rah. Okay, here we go. Let's kind of unbox this for the first time. Now, if you watch my channel, y'all see me struggling? Hold up. Bro, all right, hold up. All right, I missed it. Hold up, one more. Okay, now real quick, I want to show y'all something. I'm going to compare these to 2 other sets of headphones. Watch this. Well, let me go to photos real quick. I just took this photo just now. Look at this. If you go on Amazon, you can see the Momentum 4s for Black Friday, $200. So we got to compare them to the Momentum 4s. And of course, one of my favorites, the Sony XM6, $400. Okay, so we're going to compare those to these 2 sets of headphones. We got the Momentum 4s, and we got the Sony XM6. Now, for the rest of this video, we're just going to call these the 630s. We're not going to keep saying HBDs. All right, here we go. Let's see what you get inside. Now, of course, you got your usual books and shit. Plug them and file them. And this is going to be little wrapping paper. Jordan. Okay. When y'all shoot stuff in the garbage, do y'all yell out Kobe or Jordan? I tend to yell out Jordan. All right. Here we go. Now, nice hard shell case. Nice and thick on this one. Let's see. Got the chrome zippers. Okay. Little Sennheiser branding. Little carabiner right there. You can hook something on it. Let's check the zippage. Okay. Nice zippage. You got to check that. And once you open them up, here we go. All right. Quick start guide. Let's see, what else is this? Little poison for the trolls. Let me get and file that into my pocket. This is going to be your cable for wired listening, 3.5 to 2.5. Okay, drop that right in here. Of course, you got your airplane adapter. I'm going to throw that in here too. And this right here, the magic. We got the BTD 700 dongle. Again, you could drop this right into your iPhone, and now instead of just having SBC and AAC, now you can get aptX. All right, so I'm gonna put that in my pocket too. Matter of fact, we'll leave that right here. I'll put it in my pocket. And on this side, these are gonna be your headphones, and this is gonna be your USB Type-C charging cable. Let's see. See the length on this one? Shoes, back up. Nice long cable on this. And And that's pretty much it. All right, shoes, you can play with the case right there, inspect it for quality. All right, here's the actual headphones. Now let's get to see. Smart Control Plus. Now you notice they automatically powered on. Okay, these are going to be your swipe controls. Okay, so you got play and pause. That'll also answer and end phone calls. Volume up, volume down. Let's see. Okay, and on the button right here, this is going to be your power button. Okay, that's of course going to be skip and reverse tracks. And let's see, we got to turn this off real quick. All right, there it is. Of course, you got your power button, and these are all your LEDs for your battery. This is going to be USB Type-C charging, 2.5 for your audio listening. Okay, mics everywhere. And that's pretty much it. Let me get him peel this off. Right. Okay, fresh out of the gate, let's check the Easter Island head test. Okay, if you got a big ass head, these are definitely gonna fit. Let's check swivel. You got a little swivel on these. Let's see. Now these don't fold up, but they do swivel. Okay, so you got maximum swivelage and maximum stretchage. Now for the ear cups, let's see. Nice and soft. That memory foam right there. Okay, let's check the headband. Now you got a little rubberish feel to the headband. Not my favorite. Okay, but hey, it's there. Let's see. Plastic materials. Let's compare them real quick to the Momentum 4s. Here's the Momentum 4s. Now look at the difference in the size of these ear cups. Okay, these ear cups are significantly bigger. Let's see. Now, one thing I did love about the Momentum 4s, look at this. This is a nice soft ear cups. Let's see. These feel a little stiffer, but just as soft. But if you look closely, it looks like the opening might be a little bit bigger. I'll try them on in a minute. But if you compare them to the Sony, now this is the biggest downside to me about the Sonys. I hate the ear cups. The ear cups, they just feel hard. Like, you know, the ear cups, they're not plush enough for me. Okay, I don't like that about the Sonys, but hey, God tier noise cancellation. All right, so again, nice and soft. Okay, let's see. Definitely, you know, and this is one of the reasons why I'm not going to compare these to the B&Os, because the B&Os, that's a different kind of headphone. All right, when you buy B&O headphones, you don't want this plastic stuff. You want real leather, you want sheepskin, you want aluminum, you want carbon fiber. Okay, if you want premium materials, go for the B&O, but you're going to pay a lot more. Now, one more side note. I know somebody's going to ask. We're doing these next. We got the Bose Quiet Comfort, 2nd generation. And speaking of B&Os, of course, we got the big boys, the PX8S2s. Okay, now we're going headphones crazy this week, or this week or next week. But we're gonna get on into all of these headphones. All right, so let me grab a phone, pair these up, and then we'll start our usual testing. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all. So we back in. Now I just paired up the headphones and downloaded the Sennheiser Smart Control Plus app. Now I'm gonna put these on and let's experience them together for the first time. Now, right away, I will say my whole ear is completely engulfed in the ear cups. I'm going to take these outside and show you how they look on camera. And let's explore the features together. Okay, here we go. Let's hit start. Okay, new firmware notifications. Yes, why not? Okay, we got the parametric EQ. Control every detail. Let's experience that together. Okay, now there's music playing. Okay, now this is frequency. Let's see. Okay, it sounds great. Let's see. The gain. Okay. Woo, okay. And you got EQ filters. Okay. All right, let's exit out of here. Okay, now that was my first time hearing these. They sound good. Let's try crossfeed. Okay, experience crossfeed. Okay, hear the difference when blending the left and right audio channels. Woo! Super clean. Wow. You can actually hear the separation. Now that's off. Let's see. Okay, I think I would go with high. Okay, that's crossfeed. All right, that's pretty dope. Let's see. Choose your connection. Okay, so we got Bluetooth. We got the dongle. You got wired USB or wired analog. So we're going to start off with Bluetooth. Okay, and that's pretty much it. All right, so let me take, matter of fact, okay, while I still got them on my head, let's see, first impressions. Let's see, okay, first impressions, good, good. I got to say that right off the bat. Okay, so you got a picture of your headphones. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is going to be your account. Now you can register and sign in if you want. Got notifications. Let's see, app settings. Okay, there's your language. Okay, app theme, automatic. Okay, so it's light and dark. Let's see, smart icons. Oh, okay, look at that. Wow, you can actually change. Oh, look at this. You can go full Zest mode if you want. I'm going to go Yeah the Dragon for the icon. Okay, let's go back. Okay, Yeah the Dragon. Let's see. So that was it for the app settings. That's the actual app icon set. That's pretty dope. Let's see, Discover. Okay, this is all their products. Permissions, privacy notice, license, imprint, third parties. Okay, so that's pretty much it for those. Got a picture of your headphones, the name of your headphones, your Bluetooth connection, your battery percentage. Now this is going to be my sound. Okay, so now we can play around with the parametric EQ. You got some presets: neutral, rock, pop, dance, hip hop, classic, movie, jazz. Or you could create a new. Let's see, create with a sound check, create with EQ. Okay, good. So basically, 5-band EQ. Let's see, bass, mids, highs. Okay, the usual stuff. Don't save that. Okay, that's the graphic EQ. We got bass boost, podcast mode. Okay, let's see. We'll start off with neutral. Why not? Okay, crossfeed. Let's start off, and then I'll go to high because I like high in a little demo. Connection management. Now I'm using a Pixel 10 Pro XL, but you do have multi-point, so we'll pair up another device in a minute. Noise cancellation. All right, so let's see. So let's do noise cancellation. Okay, we got auto. Okay, now it is super quiet. Okay, auto pause. I'm gonna leave that off because I like to sing sometimes, occasionally. Y'all know I do. Let's see, ANC. I just switched. Let's go. Let's do. I want to put on transparency mode. Let's see. Okay, now this is transparency mode. Let's see. Tell us about your experience. All right, don't show again. No thanks. All right, let's go full transparency mode. All right, now as far as transparency mode, let's see. Okay, I got noise control off. Let's just make sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let's put on full transparency mode. Okay, that's 100% transparency. Now, I will say this. The transparency mode, I'm not blown away. Let me see something. Yeah, now, don't get me wrong. It works. I can still have my nails on the table, but if you use AirPod Max, okay, or you use the Sony XM6, the transparency mode, it feels like you're not even wearing the headphones. These, you definitely notice you're wearing the headphones. Let's go to active noise cancellation. Okay, well, yeah, not blown away, not blown away. Okay, let's do our controls. Okay, these are going to be all your swipe controls. You got sound zones. Now, the new sound zones are something that Sennheiser always has. This way, when you get in certain areas, it automatically turns your EQ or turns on active noise cancellation. Different sound zones, you can set them, the way you want. Find my headphones. Activate. Let me go ahead and let's try this. Okay, allow all the time. Okay, now it does show, and I'm going to move my map around, but it does show the map where you at. Okay, so you do have a Find My. Let's see. Now, is there an audio tune? No, okay, so the Find My is basically just going to show your location on the map. Okay, you can't make an audio alert. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. And you can manage your tiles. Now, here's your settings. Let's see, audio mode priority. Okay, look at this, high res. Why not? High res audio. Okay, it's going to restart real quick. Codecs. Okay, look at this. You got robust connection, advanced sound quality. Okay, that's the codecs is. Signal path. Okay. On-air detection. I'll leave that on. Smart pause. Pause music by taking the headphones off. When you put them back on, they'll automatically resume. Auto answer your phone calls. Hell no. Okay. Auto power off. I'll leave it on never. Comfort calls. Gives phone calls a more natural sound stage. Leave that on. Tone and voice prompts. Leave that on. Product information, factory reset. Okay, that's pretty much it. Okay, so far, let's see. Okay, quick my sound. Okay, again, I'm going to start on neutral. Okay, so far, I will say this. I'm not that impressed with the transparency mode, but I'll play with it a little bit more. All right, so let's grab some music. All right, so I got a classic song queued up. We got 50 Cent and Joe, Big Rich Town. Now, shout out to everybody that watches Power. You know what it is. All right, so I'm going to start off at maximum volume, Active noise cancellation turned on, and I got the EQ set to neutral. All right, here we go. Birdman hands rubbing together. One tap of playing pause. I promise y'all I'm not going to sing because I actually want to hear these. Let's get it on. Here we go. Big rich town. I just come from the poorest part. Bright light, city life. I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. I just happen to come up hard. All right, here it goes, y'all. Here it goes. Legal or illegal, baby. I never took a straight path nowhere. Ooh, okay. Bumps and bruises. I live, I learn. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay. Oh, these sound so good. Now, here's what we got to do. Let's see. Now, I got it on neutral. It sounds neutral. Let's see something. Let's try bass boost. Ooh, okay. Okay. I lie under the cover. Let's try hip hop. Okay. You're my motivation. Okay, hold on. They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the poorest part. Bright light, city life. I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Let's try EQ. Ooh, okay, hold on. Oh, now we talking. Now we talking. All right, hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Ooh, okay. They're pretty big of my friends think. Okay, I like this. I like this one. We'll save that one. Hold on, let me see something. Yo, that's crazy. Let me see something. Hold up. They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the. All right, that's yeah. Okay, nah. You gotta keep it like this. Let's try the crossfade. Low. Let's try high. Okay, legal or illegal, baby. I gotta make it. Okay, now I want y'all to see something. Watch this. Let's go to settings. Okay, so for the codecs, we got APTX HD. Okay. Bluetooth. Now we're going to switch this. Now I'm playing music from Tidal. Let me hit pause. I'm playing music from Tidal. And right away, let me take these off real quick. Right away, matter of fact, let me try one more song. Right away, I'm going to tell y'all this. These are audiophile headphones, okay? These are not Skull Candy Crushers, okay? So don't expect to hear super loud volume. Don't expect to be blown away by the bass like your nipple's going to be standing up. No. These are audiophile quality headphones, so I'm trying to review these with my audiophile hat on. Okay, so if you notice, I'm not super duper hype. I'm not jumping around like I usually do because me personally, I'm not an audiophile. Okay, me personally, I prefer super loud music with super deep bass. You know, I prefer everything over the top. However, this is clean though. This is super clean. And a lot of y'all want the cleansiness. Hold on, let me put this back on. Let's try a little Usher, Caught Up. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, now, hold up. Now, these sound so good, though. Hold up. Where you at, Shoes? I'm trying to brother who been doing it my way, getting my thing for years in my career. Hold up. And every lover. Oh, all right, let me calm down. All right, let's see. All right. Now, of course, we got to do something else. Let's take it over to YouTube Music. Okay. Let's try something real quick. Let's see what we got on YouTube Music. What we got? We got a lot of stuff here. All right, let's try that. Now, let's try something with some drums. All right. We got the Paris Island from Full Metal Jacket. We had little instruments. It just sounds so crystal clear and clean. Okay, I like that. Let's try Let's try. Now, this is some real music right here. Woo! Okay. Otis Redding. Now, hold up. Y'all hear it? I just took them off my head real quick. The comfort on these. Super comfortable. Yes. Okay, hold on. That's how strong my love is. Woo! Y'all too young. All right, we'll do one more. Let's try a different genre. A little reggae music. Bounty Killer. Let's see. The bass is clean though. It's super clean. Let me try something real quick. Hold up. Let me see something. Poor people fed up. Poor people fed up. We ask the leader, am I the arranger? Poor people surrounded by danger. Now let me try something. Now hold up, I'm gonna play with the EQ for a minute. All right, so one quick side note. Now I'm back here playing around with the parametric EQ, and this makes a difference. Okay, you're gonna have to tweak the EQ settings. All right, so let me say this. Now I've been playing around with these for a few minutes. I tweaked all of the EQ settings, all of the parametric EQs, all of the regular EQs, all of the highs, the mids, the bass, the gain, everything, right? And I got these right where I like them. And here's what I'm gonna say about these. If you're an audiophile, you are absolutely gonna love these. Okay, when you get off of work and you sit in your den, you sit in your man cave on that nice leather couch or your nice gaming chair, you pour a glass of Hennessy, a glass of champagne, you pull out your little Sony music player, you plug these in wired, you're gonna love the sound on these. The separation is incredible, okay? The sound separation is incredible. These sound, with the neutral EQ, basically neutral. Now I'm gonna try not to use too much audiophile jargon, but basically, they sound clean. That's the best way to describe these. Super clean, crystal clear. The highs, the mids, and that separation between the mids and the low end, you hear it immediately. These are juicy headphones. But here's the thing. If you're a regular consumer, you're looking for headphones for the gym. You're looking at headphones for your next flight. Okay, you're gonna be in the in American Airlines Terminal 4, and it's mad noisy, little kids screaming all over the place. You want super loud headphones with thunderous bass? These ain't them. Okay, these ain't them. As far as the transparency mode, I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. Now again, I just tuned my EQ to the way I like it, and again, I want to try one more song. Let's try some Bocelli. Hold up, I'm gonna put these back on. Let's try a little Bocelli. Time to say goodbye. Okay. Now, hold up. Y'all hear that? Hold on, I'm gonna put it back on. Okay. Now, I could see myself right now laid up on my couch, you know, looking through some photos, looking through some old photos of all of my dudes that passed away, listening to some shit like this, with a glass of Hennessy. Oh, this sounds so good. Hold up. Hold up. Y'all hear that? Where my mic at? Say. Hold up. Let me listen one more time. Now, again, I'm really trying to go into these with an open mind. Woo! Now, y'all hear that? Hold on, let me try one more time. Let me wait for some more instruments. Here it goes, y'all. Here it goes. Time to say goodbye. You see, I love this type of shit. I love it. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Let's hit pause. Again, yo. I just want to do one more thing. Let's go to Nip. Let's go to Nip real quick. I just want to try one more thing. See, now this is my Blue Laces 2. EQ tune just the way I like it. It's yes. You see? Woo! Let me calm down. Hold up. I gotta get my verse. Mocha, let they know that. Y'all hear that? Now, I'm gonna pause the video. Here's what I'm gonna do, because here's what I suspect. For me personally, I suspect I'm gonna like the Momentum 4s a little bit better. But that's just what I suspect. I'm gonna try something real quick. All right, so I'm gonna do a quick comparison with the Sennheiser HD 630s and the Sennheiser Momentum 4s. Now, what I'm looking for right now is just a casual listening experience. Because I'm gonna throw these on. First, we're gonna do these 630s. Now, I got 50 Cent and Rihanna. Let's hit play on the music. Okay, both of them, same EQ settings, my V patterns. Okay. Oh, I want y'all to hear this one I'm listening to. Put them back on my ears. Okay. All right. Now, this is a dope song, by the way. Hold up. Here we go. So let me wait for the Rihanna. I feel like hopeless romantic. I can't help falling in love. Okay. Okay, here it comes. Here comes the bass drop. Take me away. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Y'all hear it? All right. Okay, now let's try the Momentum 4s. Now, I will say the HDs, the HBD 630s are definitely more comfortable. Okay, here we go. Now, the Momentum 4s are definitely louder. Like, as soon as the music starts, it's definitely louder. Definitely louder. Okay. This is definitely more my style. Hold up. Now follow with it straight. All right, here it goes, y'all. I feel, woo, yeah, bro. Hopeless romantic. I can't help falling in love. I feel love. No, baby. Can't get enough. Take me away. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Bro. Y'all hear this? Nah, bro. Okay. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I'm not an audiophile. Okay, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not an audiophile. And I never claimed to be. Okay, I got a lot of audiophile headphones. I got audiophile equipment. I'm not an audiophile. And the reason I'm not an audiophile is because the kind of music I like is not audiophile conducive per se. Okay, like I like a lot of shit like this. Now, don't get me wrong. I do like to sit back and when I have, real men cry in the car. If I want to have a good cry in my car and I want to throw on some Bocelli, okay, cool. Then I'd probably go with the 630s because of the separation of the music, the clarity, the comfort. These are definitely, the ear cups feel way more comfortable. But if I'm just going for the sound quality as far as the music that I like, hip hop music, reggae music, bro, nah. I like the Sennheiser Momentum 4s way better. And don't sleep. I always like these. Y'all see my review on these. These always been in my top 10 at least. If you're looking for more bass heavy, more volume, and like I said, a lot of y'all are just average consumers, okay? If you don't have a whole bunch of audiophile equipment, I know it sounds cool. Everybody want to be the cool audiophile. Oh, look at me, I'm an audiophile. If you're a real audiophile, you're going to have a whole bunch of audiophile equipment. You're going to have all type of, you're not going to be looking for a set of wireless headphones like this. I'm keeping it a buck. These are like... The easiest way to explain these would be like my first audiophile headphones. These are not like some $5,000 audiophile headphones where you can hear the motherfucker playing the guitar, you can hear his finger hitting that string. Not like that. Let me put these on one more time. I want to try something. Let's go back to the music again. Like for my kind of music, let's see something like what we got. What we got on deck that I can rock. That's out now. Let's see. Again, we'll do Nas, something like Nas, New York State of Mind, right? Now I'm rocking these. with the HDB 630s. New York, New York. Okay. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Now let's take it over to the. Let's take it over to Momentum Force. Yeah, see the Momentum Force? If you like this kind of music, you like hip-hop music, the bass is just deeper, like the bass is more pronounced. Nah, bro. Now, I know I'm gonna catch a lot of heat behind this, but here's my opinion. If it was me and my dollar, and it is me and my dollar because I paid for these, this ain't a sponsor review. If it was me and my dollar, right now, I'm getting ready to take some headphones and go on a flight, I'm grabbing the Momentum Force 100% of the time. And even if I was sitting in my house, and like I said, I want to have a good cry, as much as I do like the audio separation and all that, I just like my music louder and more thunderous. I like, music for me, I take music very seriously. That's why I got so many headphones. Music puts me in a different zone. Now, most of the zones that I like to go into are zones like this. I like to go into the Mobb Deep zone, the Nas, Biggie, Tupac. I like reggae music. I even like, maybe if I, depending on what kind of drugs I'm using, I might want to hear some of that. Very rarely am I listening to Otis Redding and the Shy Lights. Very rarely do I want, let me try one more thing. I think I had I was having a little old school moment not too long ago. Let me find the song, hold up. All right, so let's try this one. Let's try Heaven is a Place on Earth. Ooh, baby, do you know it? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, go first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Now let me listen. Hold up. Okay, yeah, it sounds nice and mellow, very clean. Let me see. I can have a good cry listening to that song too. Let's try it on this one. Yeah, see, the thing is, you see, heaven have come first. Nah, you see what it is? Hold up, I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute. You see, like when the song starts and when she's singing in the back, you hear a little boom boom, the drums boom boom. With the 630s, you hear the drum and it sounds like the drum, but you don't feel it. You don't have that feeling. With the Momentum 4s, like you can feel more bass. These are definitely more of a bass heavy headphone, in my opinion. All right, so again, I don't want y'all to waste your money because I know a lot of don't just watch my video because, like I said, I'm not an audiophile. So if you're a serious audiophile, disregard my review and go watch some sound guys or some of these other hardcore audiophile channels where they're going to tell you about all of the things that you want to hear. A lot of people that come to my channel, y'all like these $30 Tozo headphones, okay? Y'all like, y'all want headphones skull candy. Y'all want the Sony, y'all want headphones to wear to the gym. You want headphones to wear in your commute every day back and forth to work. These right here, like I said, I mean, if you used to hardcore headphones, hardcore consumer headphones, and you buy audiophile headphones, immediately you're going to be a little underwhelmed. Audiophile, being an audiophile is like, you have to really appreciate, you have to really appreciate the music a little bit more. Now, me personally, I don't really appreciate the deep inner sounds. I don't need to hear the thimbles and the treble. It doesn't have to be super separated and perfect for me. I prefer my music to be loud, thunderous. I prefer the bass to make my nipples moist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I like. All right, so I'm going to try one more thing. Let me grab that dongle. Let's try the dongle real quick. All right, so let's do some more basic testing, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. First, let's do the reconnection test. How long do these take to reconnect your phone after you power them off? I'm going to turn them off. You see they fully disconnected. Now I'm going to power them back on. Okay, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 2 Mississippis, and it said connected. Okay, now it's not showing yet. Okay, yeah, it is connected. All right, so 2 Mississippis. That's pretty good. All right, now let's talk about the touch controls. Now, here's one of the problems that I'm having with these headphones. Hopefully, I just got a defective pair. Hit me up in the comments, anybody who owns these, and let me know if y'all having the same problem. But look at the touch controls. You're supposed to, press, swipe, up and down for volume, back and forth for skip and reverse tracks, and single tap for play and pause. You notice nothing is happening. And this is about the 5th time that happened. So what I got to do is go back to settings, turn them off, and turn them back on. Now let's go to music. Let's hit play. Okay, now you see it's working. You see now I can swipe back and forth. Now this keeps happening, and it's very annoying. It keeps happening, but you see, you got your play and pause. You got your skipping back. I'm gonna put them back on so y'all can see. Okay, I'm gonna hit play. Okay, there's the music. Swipe forward, that'll go to the next track. Swipe back, that'll go to the previous track. Swipe up for volume. Swipe down for volume down. And hit the button for voice assistant. What's the weather for tomorrow? Okay, so the touch controls work perfectly, but the problem is sometimes they keep stop working. They keep stop working. Now that happened on a bunch of different phones. I tried on 3 different phones. They keep stop working. Let me exit out the app and see if that has anything to do with it. So we'll exit out the app. Okay, now let's go back to the music. Let's try the touch controls. Okay, it's still working. Let me know if y'all having that issue though, but mine kept freezing. Okay, but now they're working again. Okay, so excellent touch controls. All right, so I did play with the USB Type-C dongle. I used it on an iPhone, and you're going to get higher quality codecs. So this is a nice little touch to have right here, and it actually works. All right, so here's how they're going to look when you're wearing them. Definitely bigger than the Momentum 4s, but a lot more comfortable. I like the ear cups way better. Now I'm outside doing my usual testing, so let's talk about active noise cancellation and transparency mode. As far as active noise cancellation, y'all know I got 3 tiers: trash tier, okay tier, and top tier. These will be top tier, but definitely not as good as the Sonys, definitely not as good as the AirPod Max. Now as far as transparency mode, that's what I'm using right now. I gotta be honest with y'all, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The transparency mode, I mean, it works, but it doesn't, it just sounds a little off. Like, it doesn't sound crystal clear. I feel like I still gotta yell a little bit. And that's kind of weird, it is what it is. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. As you can see, I'm using full transparency mode. I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, but I do hear the cars around me. You see there's a car right there. I do hear everything, but this is not top tier active noise cancellation. Now let's check the call quality. I'm gonna call up Amaya real quick, and we'll see how these sound. Now let's get maximum volume. Might as well get my daily steps in. Hi, girlie. What's up? What you doing? Big back ass. All right, check this out. All right, it's kind of cold out here. I'm getting my steps in real quick. How do I sound? Sound clear? All right, what about now? I'm talking like kind of low, like my regular voice. You can still hear me? You can still hear me like this if I talk low like this? Okay, do you hear any wind noise around me? Okay, good. So how would you rank these on a scale of 1 to 10? Solid 9? Okay, good. You sound great on your end too. All right, calm down. All right, so I'm gonna call you back in a minute. Or you call me back after you get your big backness on. All right, bet. All right, bye. I was about to hang up the camera instead of the phone. All right, so call quality, she said I sounded perfectly fine. Even when I was talking kind of low, she didn't hear no wind noise around me, so she gave these a 9. I would say the call quality, 8, 9 myself. But the thing I don't like is the transparency mode. I don't like it at all. Active noise cancellation, again, low tier, top tier. What y'all think about the look? All right, so now let me answer those questions. Number 1, which ones do I like better? These or the Sennheiser Momentum 4s? And I know a lot of y'all audiophiles, y'all gonna hate me for this. But if it was me, I'll take the Momentum 4s all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. And look, again, I am not an audiophile, and I never claimed to be. I'm a casual. I'm more of a casual headphone user. I love music. I love hardcore music. These ain't it for me, okay? These ain't it for me. The things that I don't like about these, they don't get that loud. The bass is not hardcore, deep pounding bass. The connection, I kept getting drop connections. My touch controls kept stop working out of the blue. I had to keep resetting the touch controls, turning them on and off. And the transparency mode is garbage. Other than that, the call quality was great. If you're an audiophile and you like clarity and separation, okay, you're going to love these. But if your last pair of headphones was the Momentum 4s and you think you're going to get these and you're going to get an upgrade, you're going to be very disappointed. Wait for the Momentum 5s, okay? The Momentums, these are more of the consumer headphones, more of the all-around music lover headphones. These are audiophile. Audiophiles and music lovers are two different type of people. Trust me. Audiophiles, they're looking for separation, clarity. They're looking for, the warmth of the music, dynamic tone. They're looking for all those, big audiophile words. Music lovers, we want volume. We want highs, mids, and lows. That's it. If you like me and you like loud, hardcore music, loud, bass, treble, mids, that's the 4 things that you're concerned with, and you want top-tier noise cancellation, transparency mode, and call quality, not to mention great battery life, Black Friday, okay? Black Friday, they got the Momentum 4s for $200. Bro, I would jump on these immediately. Next, these compared to the Sonys. Okay, now, I was doing some more hardcore testing. I like the Sonys way better. I like the Sonys and the Momentum 4s. Now, I like the Sonys better than the Momentum 4s because of the transparency mode, the active noise cancellation, which is God tier. Okay, Thanos tier. Okay, is Thanos considered a god? These are God tier noise cancellation. Not to mention the sound quality got way better on these compared to the 5s. If I had to choose between the XM6 and the Momentum 4s, I'd go XM6. But if I had to choose Momentum 4s versus the 630s, I'm going to go with the Momentum 4s. Now, look, I read a lot of articles online. I haven't watched anybody else's videos yet, but I read a lot of articles online. Everybody's hyping these up to the max, and I get it. If you're an audiophile, you're going to hype these up. Okay, you're going to hype these up. But as a casual, I'm telling you, you're going to be disappointed with the volume and you're going to be disappointed with the bass. And you can play with the EQs to your heart's desire. And trust me, I spent 10 minutes trying every different EQ frequency, the gain, the parametric, parabolic, dynamic, whatever EQs they got on there. I tried everything. And these are just not for me. Now, I did buy these with my own money. I could return them, but if any of y'all hardcore audiophiles that watch my channel, if y'all want to buy these from me, I'll take off $100 and sell these to you for $400. I'm saying, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't see myself. The only time I could probably see myself using these is when I want to get my cry on and I want to listen to some Ave Maria or some shit. I might throw these on, but that's very far and few between with the dates. So anyway, Sennheiser Momentum HD 630s, Sennheiser HBD 630s. I'd rank these as an audiophile, a major, no, just 2 majors, a major, go. I don't like the connection issues, okay? I don't like the price. It's a little expensive for these to me. I don't like the noise. I don't like the transparency mode. So there's a few things I don't like. I can't give them a triple major go, even as an audiophile. As an audiophile, these are a double major go. As a regular consumer, okay, as Joe Blow, as the dude who just bought some $30 Tozo headphones, you're not gonna like these, okay? If you like those Tozo headphones, you're not gonna like these. Trust me. Go with the Momentum. If you think let me say that correctly. If you my girl be like, spit it out already. If you think the Momentum, if you think the Tozo headphones, y'all remember the Tozos I did the other day, the HT3s? If you think the Tozos are just too cheap too cheap. You ain't about to be showing up at work with some $30 headphones on. I get it. Those are too cheap. You ain't about that life. You ain't gonna be showing up to work with the cheap headphones on. You want something more quality? Trust me. You want something with a name attached to it? Go with the Sennheiser Momentum 4s for Black Friday, $200. You're gonna love these. And at $200, bro, these are the best for $200. At $200 with all of the features and all that, the comfort, bro, you're gonna love these way better than these. Okay, so next up, we're gonna do the Bose. I think the Bose, the Quiet Comfort Gen 2. We're gonna do those next. Then we're gonna do the B&Os, and then we got the Nothing headphones. So I got a lot of headphones coming up this week. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about these. All right, so let me say one more thing. Now, I know in the comment section, it's going to be a lot of, oh, you didn't try this, you didn't do this, you should have did this, you should have did that, you should have used this, you should have tried this. Trust me when I tell y'all, okay? This is just, when I make my videos, I edit them out. But y'all don't see me, I'm behind the camera for over an hour, hour and a half, trying all different phones, trying all different audio equipment, trying all different settings, all different songs. Trust me when I tell y'all, when I test these products out, especially products that I spent $500 for, I'm not just gonna come down here and start talking shit without trying everything out. I tried these out on all of my different phones, all of my different music players, all of the different settings. I tried 1,000 different songs. These just ain't it for me. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. Again, if you got them, leave it in the comments. Let me know your opinion. All right, I want to know your opinion too, but this is just my personal opinion. These ain't, they just don't do it for me. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Boxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know. Stream gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah. Special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. Hashtag salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes. Picture me rolling. It's your boy Flossy, Mac. Deuces.
Enterprise, Spock here.
Spock, one to beam up.
Affirmative, Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facebook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.